Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds of professional heavyweight championship boxing. It is brought to you by Burger King, who are right behind Joseph's mission to be world #1. It is for the WBO Oriental Heavyweight title. Now, for the thousands packed in here at Collins Arena in Hamilton, New Zealand, and all the folks watching this on Sky Television throughout New Zealand, for the folks watching this on Fox Sports in Australia, and of course, our friends watching this telecast live on TV3 in Samoa. Ladies and gentlemen, would somebody, somewhere, make some noise? Introducing first, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the red corner, this is the challenger, Daniel Martz.
Here's Daniel Martz, 14-2-1 from Clarksburg, West Virginia. He's a brawler. He knows his only shot in this fight really is to brawl. He knows he can't box the distance with Joseph, so he's going to brawl and try to take out Joseph early.
That's some seriously multicolored boxing boots, all the colors of the rainbow. Well, frankly, he has to make the fight dirty. He has to get inside. He has to grapple, maul Joseph Parker.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the champion, Joseph Parker!
Joseph Parker knocks out Francois Botha. Joseph doesn't like it. He's banging him. Got him a good shot. Oh, he's ready to go. It's all over, folks. Back over the left hook. Shot to the body again. Right hand. He's not going to hit the back. He's right on the chin. The fight's all over. Really hard shots. These are hard shots that Joseph plays. Joseph Parker has knocked out Jason Dunaway in the 4th round. Right hand drops it on him. That was a heavy right hand. That's it. The fight's all over. He gets him in the shot. And he didn't stop. He's not getting up from this. He will not get up. A first-round knockout. What a punch by Joseph Parker. Look at this. Here it is. The big right hand in there. Oh, the right hand drops Kelly in. That was flush on the jaw. I don't think Kelly can recover. The fight's all over. Joseph Parker has knocked out Kelly Meehan in the 3rd round.
You in the presence of greatness, I make it hot for you. Pass the rock to me.
And his opponent making his way to the blue corner. He is the current, reigning, undisputed, undefeated WBO Oceania Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Lupe Soliai La'auli Joseph Parker!
So Joseph will be flanked by his 2 uncles. Kevin Berry is trainer. Brian Berry, Taylor Berry watching. As he makes his way in, ranked number 12 in the WBA, number 11 in the WBC, number 5 in the WBO, and number 10 in the IBF. How about that in a year? Turned pro in 2012, 3 wins. 4 wins in 2013, 5 wins in 2014. This is his 5th fight this year. He's 4-0. Less than 10 rounds in his 5th fight he's coming into that he's boxed this year. He hasn't gone 10 rounds since he went 10 rounds with Tank Williams over a year ago. He's won 9 of his last 10 fights by knockouts. Joseph Parker, the pride of Auckland, New Zealand. Fast hands. Kevin has him sitting down on punches. He trains extremely hard. Big puncher. And Mike Gango, the excitement about where Joseph Parker is and where he's going is something else, isn't it?
Well, particularly after what happened on the weekend with Tyson Fury, it has all opened up for the likes of Joseph Parker. Younger guys, faster guys, powerful guys coming through the division and sending some ripples of excitement, just as he does when he delivers that right hand of his.
Joseph Parker totally confident, totally relaxed, and he's not going to mess around with Daniel Martz. If he can get him out in the first round, he'll take him out. He's got a scheduled fight on the 13th, or rather the 23rd of January in Samoa. By the way, we want to say hello to everybody on TV3 in Samoa. The two uncles bring him in. They flew over from Apia to be with him, as always. That's his mom, Sala. His dad, Dempsey's right there. Gives mom a kiss, shakes dad's hand.
Absolutely right, Colonel. Kevin Barry said earlier, I don't want him out there any longer than necessary. I want a dominant performance.
Well, why is he fighting this guy? Because he's big and tall. And with Tyson Fury, the new heavyweight champion, up around 6'9", and of course, the former world champ, Klitschko, 6'7". You take a look at the tail of the tape here. Joseph's younger. He's lighter. He's, of course, much shorter. And he's giving away a lot in reach. So he's the smaller man, but he's the heavier puncher.
The title fight supervisor is Danny Lee from the WBO. Judges are ringside, Adam Height, Honoru Harriman, Ian Scott. Your referee when the bell rings is Marlon B. Wright. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the ring wearing black trunks. He weighed in at 113.1 kgs. He hails from Clarksburg, West Virginia, USA. He has 17 professional fights with 14 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, with 11 big wins coming by way of KO. Introducing the challenger, Daniel the Mountain Martz. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. Enters the ring wearing black trunks with white and blue trim. He weighed in at 107.6 kgs. He hails from South Auckland, New Zealand. He is now ranked 6th by both the WBC, the WBO, and by BoxRec. He holds the WBO Oriental, the WBA PABA, the WBA Oceania, the WBC Eurasia Pacific, WBO African, and OPBF, and New Zealand National Boxing Federation heavyweight titles. He is trained by the world-renowned boxing trainer Kevin Barry. He has 16 professional fights with 16 wins, 14 big wins coming by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the champion, Lupe Solie La Auli, Joseph Parker!
I don't know how Lieutenant Dan's voice holds out the way it does. 10-point must scoring system, no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule.
Want a good, clean fight. Remember, protect yourself at all times. Obey my command at all times. Touch gloves.
Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight. And in case of an accidental foul, we go to the scorecard after the 4th round. This is scheduled for 12 rounds. WBO Oriental Heavyweight Championship at stake in this one of all those belts that this man, Joseph Parker, has.
Let's go,
Let's see if we see some improvement, some head movement, and some body work from Parker.
Well, let's see how he handles another big, tall guy. Cali Meehan was much taller than him. Joseph starts out just sort of following this guy who wants to work from the outside if he possibly can. Daniel Martz knows what he's up against in terms of a big puncher, but a jab like that isn't going to hold Parker off for long. Parker pumps his jab up in the face, and that's the way he's been taught by Kevin. And then watch him come downstairs with either a left hook or the right hand.
Just like to see him slip a little bit more to his right when that right hand comes out. Perhaps probe with his jab to the body and then come over top with the There we go.
Right,
Slipping the jab, moving on the outside.
Back up.
Come over the top with the right hand.
Hasn't thrown a power shot yet with the right hand. Just feeling him out. There he goes upstairs over the shoulder. There he goes, a big body shot back upstairs with the right hand. For the first time, Martz felt the power of Joseph. Joseph's in his second gear now. Martz kind of skips forward with his, like a piston, just standing out there with his left hand instead of throwing the punch. Joseph will come right through that. He'll duck under it or push it aside, carry the punch, and blast him to the body.
And you see he's doing the work that Kevin Barry wanted him to do, which is to be patient, set him up to the body. He's just got to get used to that long range. It's a different range. He won't be able to launch the right hand as easily as he has done. So that's why he's dipping down towards his right. And there's no sign of a left hook there from Martz, who eats an overhand right in the ear.
And there's a right hand that didn't quite catch him. The left hook did catch him. Martz felt that one. Saw the right hand. And Martz was down. He left him right on his nose. And his chin as he went down with that solid right hand. Can he get up? It's at 6 and 7 and 8. Is he going to make it? I don't know. It's at 9. He gets up at 10. He has him to hold his hands up. This fight's all over. Joseph Parker has scored a first-round technical knockout victory over Daniel Martz. And Martz couldn't continue. He's still staggering as he goes to his corner. How about that, folks? Joseph Parker on his way to the title.
Well, Mark simply outclassed the body work early. Once he found range with that right hand, as we've seen so often before, when it clips you on the ear from Joseph Parker, you do not get up. And, well, it was short work, but some good signs. What I actually liked, aside from the right hand, was his work to the body, the way he moved his head a little bit more, and also the left hook. We saw that feature a little more, and as you go up in the ranks, you are going to need to see that used a bit more often. And there was the coup de grace shot over the top on the ear. It actually came off the left hook. Parker once again doubles up the jab to the body and leverages with that overhand right. Daniel Martz could not get up.
He was able to get up at just about a 10, but a crashing right hand behind the ear sends him tumbling right on his nose to the canvas. Watch this in this angle as he's hit and bang, his head bounces off the canvas. And he was able to get up at about 10, but he certainly was staggering in the legs. And the referee did, of course, all he could do. Marlon Wright was stopped the fight. And Joseph Parker has won his 17th straight fight with his 15th knockout. Brilliant effort, brilliant job. A lot of hard work for a short period of time in the ring by both Izu Ogano and Joseph Parker tonight.
And what you've got to say, what is important in these kind of fights too, is the work you do in camp with much taller sparring partners, the range work, the different strategies that you're going to have to use when you step up in class to those bigger boys who are 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", the likes of Fury and Wilder, of course, where you're going to need to start to employ a slightly different strategy because the punches come from different angles and the setups come from different angles. And that's a lot of what we don't see when we see these early knockouts.
Well, we still have to make it official, so we'll have Dan Hennessy's announcement. We'll wait for the lieutenant to announce the winner, make it official. Marlon Wright worked the last fight, did a really nice job with the Jeff Horn fight. Didn't have to do too much in this one, but he made the right decision when it called for it. It's a great victory for Joseph Parker. The Burger King road to the title rumbles on. Half-price sandwiches tomorrow, you know, at Burger King.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute and 57 seconds of the very first round, your winner by knockout, and still the WBO Oriental Heavyweight Champion, Lupe Soliai Lauli, Joseph Parker!
So Joseph Parker will be recognized again by the WBO. That might get him another step up in the ranking. Went up to 5 this time, but Paco Bacasel, who's the president of the WBO, is very, very aware of this fighter, and he could well be moving into a situation where he might get a world title shot maybe next year. I thought it was 2 or 3 years away, but, you know, he might even get one next year.
You got to say too, we've seen him with single punch knockouts, not volume knockouts, so he has that one punch knockout power, as Monty Beetham talks to our champion centre ring.
Well, Joseph Parker, that's why the real deal, Evander Holyfield, caused you the new deal. That was brutal, mate.
Ja, motivering faciliteiten te maken langi. You know, I'm happy. We got a good result. Well, firstly, thank you all for coming out tonight and supporting all of us. I really do appreciate your support. And what can I say? I was happy with the performance. There's still a few things to work on and improve on, but you know, we got the result at the end.
I think you've put to bed there the fact that you struggle with a taller guy on times. When you put the barrier out or you tried a jab, you evaded that with ease. You went to the body, which opened up the head. I mean, KB, was that work to a T?
You know, when you fight a tall opponent, there's always going to be gaps to the body, and this is something that we worked on in training, and I think Joe exercised it pretty good tonight. You know, our plan was to work to the body and then come over the top, but we knew there'd be an opening there.
A plan that was worked very well indeed. Now, it wasn't just Evander Holyfield who's been talking about yourself. We spoke to Mark Hunt, another bad man in terms of a dangerous man in the planet, and he reckons you're ready now for a world title tilt. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I'm happy that all these guys, you know, have support me and think that I'm ready for it. I know I still got a lot to work on, but we're not too far behind. You know, I think with the plan that we have in place, my promoters, my team, my coach, that we can get there very soon.
Joseph, how does it make you feel when you bring your dad to tears like that with just pure pride and emotion? I mean, that must be a great feeling. Your dad had a few tears in his eyes because he's so proud of you.
It's you know, it's good to have my dad here at all the fights. You know, it's every time after the fight, I always celebrate with him. He loves boxing, so it's good to celebrate with him, my coach and my team, and it's good to see him here all happy and proud.
And another nation that loves boxing is Samoa. They're watching right now. January 23rd, you're going to be there fighting for the first time. How do you feel about that, mate? And what do you want to say to the people back home?
It's a great opportunity to take a big fight event back to Samoa. You know, Samoa produces a lot of good boxers. So just thank Duco Events and Burger King for making it happen. Without them, it wouldn't be happening.
And final words from you, KB?
I think, for a start off, we love coming to Claudelands. It's an amazing stadium, and the crowd always give us such a tremendous reception. Look, Joe's fought 5 times in 9 months this year, and we've fought a total of 10 rounds of boxing in 5 fights. And I think what he's shown is one of the heaviest punchers in world heavyweight boxing. We stood here last year and we said our goal for 2015 was to get Joe ranked right across the board by all the sanctioning bodies. Well, the IBF today brought Joe in at 10, so all the sanctioning bodies have Joe in their rankings, and we're now moved to number 4 in the WBO. So we're on the brink of something very special here.
Last round of applause for your champion, Joseph Parker.